Hello, Scrappy friends. I'm so excited today because I'm going to show you all of the layouts that I made using the Lakeside Memories collection. I did 2 cutting guides. I did my quick and cute, which is where I use only paper, and this time I used the embellishment pack. So just those 2 along with some cardstocks and a few simple tools that can be easily exchanged or replaced. I also did a playful and polished cutting guide where I bring in more of the elements. I use paper, mat cards, stickers, embellishments, and of course any tools that came out when the collection was released. So I'm super excited to show you. So let me turn the screen around and we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start with the quick and cute layouts first. This is layout number 1, and I do have a process video for this one right here on YouTube. If you just go to my channel and search Lakeside Memories, you'll find both the quick and cute process video I have and the playful and polish. I will link them at the end of the video just to make sure you can find it. So here we go. This one is super fun. We did some paper tearing along the sides. We made the side panels different sizes so that it creates a lot of interest. Then we came in and tucked the photos into that rip page side panel. And on this side I did a row of photos, and on the other side I did a nice cute grid. Gave a nice long journaling box just to have some fun and to have a little bit of difference for what we normally do. Now in the quick and cute, I do normally bring in lined paper just for my journaling areas, unless of course the embellishment pack has enough journaling cards in them. Then I came in with 3 cluster areas and had some fun with that, bringing in the yellow in all 3 of them. I like to do that as well. Bringing in the same colors really helps to tie the whole page together. This is layout number 2. So this paper pack has beautiful papers that you can use for any outdoor event, not just by the lake. You'll see here with the green pattern paper in the background, the wood grain and the striped pattern. It's just perfect outdoor paper. So here I did a row of photos streaming across both pages with one big focal photo right over here. Nice big embellishment cluster there. That cabin is just so gorgeous. I really wanted to show that off. And then my journaling box is over here, again lined paper, and then some nice big embellishment. Let's tuck our photo under trees, and that added a lot to this bottom row, where I did bring in one of the border cutting tools to get that fun design down here. Came in with some embellishments and word stickers toward the top. The title could easily be changed if you weren't going to use this for Lakeside Memories. For layout number 3, I had some fun with this one because it might look a little harder than it actually is, but basically it's an elevated half and half design where I put half of this pattern paper down here and the other half up on top. And then when I came across like this, I put the white is the other half, and then I came in with some playful blue water paper to elevate up this layout. So I had some fun with that. I did bring in a couple tools with this one, but I brought in tools that I feel like are very generic and what I like to call investment tools. This one running across here, it's called Diamond Lattice. It's a newer border making cartridge, but I really feel like anything that you feel like represents the lake to you, then you can run it right there instead of the Diamond Lattice. I punched it out on caramel brown to give it that outdoor feeling. Up here, I did bring in the notebook edge punch to punch it this part of the journaling box out just to make it look like it's been ripped out of a notebook. So that's my journaling area, again with the lined paper. Lots of room for photos on this layout because that half and half design really lends us to getting a lot of photos on. Then I came in with some more of those beautiful big embellishment clusters, used one for a frame here, and then the rest popping out the side, and then down here a nice big cluster as well. I love this one. Layout number 4 here, and I did bring in a couple extra punches on this, but I really feel like look through your stash. If you don't have exactly what I have you can substitute so many other of your punches or even border stickers. So again, over here, I have more of the journaling card that I used on the other layout. I actually think this layout is made first in the cutting guide, and we had a piece left over that we used on that previous layout. But why waste, right? I love this look, that ripped out notebook look. It's perfect for this outdoor kind of camping type of collection. So I went with a very straightforward design here, a row of photos going across, and then brought in circle elements. I love doing that. This here would be a photo, and then this here would be the journaling spot. So what I did was use the back side of one of the papers to create the journaling area, and then brought in more of the back side of the paper down here in that embellishment cluster to tie it all together. So I basically have 3 embellishment cluster areas, 4 if you count the lone dragonfly up here. Again, that one could be easily switched out if you don't have that punch. I feel like florals are perfect for around the lake, so I brought in the embossed flower punch here and the embossed leaf punch coming out behind both of those there. If you don't have those, of course, those could be easily substituted. And then the showstopper is this right here, which is the cable weave border making cartridge. Again, another generic punch, but can easily be swapped out for something else that you have. Layout number 5 in the quick and cute cutting guide is this one right here. I feel like this one is actually very playful as well, but it's so super simple that it belongs in the quick and cute guide. So I went with the light grain wood grain for the background here. I love doing that. And here I went a little playful and switched up the strips that I used for the outside borders, and just to bring in more of the lake feeling without being super redundant on the other side. I tied it in with the punch out that I use, which is called Vintage Post, another very generic border making cartridge, and basically put mats around everything, brought in some great embellishments sprinkled throughout the layout, double matted sometimes, and then I just adore my journaling area because I used one of the frames that came in the embellishment pack, added a little bit of lined paper behind it, and then spruced it up with a couple more embellishments. So there we go, layout number 5, super quick one, but super cute. Now there is a 6th bonus layout in this cutting guide. However, if you've watched my layout share videos before, you know that I am not going to show the bonus on the video because that is just like it's called. It's a bonus for people who get the cutting guide. And if you want to know how to get the cutting guide, well, jump over to my blog. I will have that linked down in the description below. I'll have a link right to the blog. You can find the post that talks about Lakeside Memories, quick and cute, and then scroll to the bottom and you'll see the various different ways that you can get your hands on the cutting guide for this collection. Now I'm going to clean these up, bring out the playful and polished. As I do that, I would love it if you would take this opportunity to click that like button. It's a simple way to show me some love and let me know that you love these layout share videos. So thank you for doing that. I'll be right back with the playful and polished. Layout number 1 in the playful and polished cutting guide is this one right here. I do have a process video for this one right here on YouTube as well. Like I said, for playful and polished, we bring in not only the tools that are released at the time when the collection comes out, but other tools as well. This one, I brought in the inks and the stencils. You'll find me doing that more often in the playful polished series. So we did that first. We did some inking at the top and the bottom and then along the side. Super fun. It adds a little bit of more detail to our page, but then the page comes together pretty quickly after that. We did some cutting here with a decorative trimmer and then inked those edges as well. I thought that was super fun. And then of course a big banner element here with the nice big title that says "Meet Me at the Lake." Came from a mat card. And then we just added in stickers and embellishments to create more visual interest and texture throughout the layout. Talk about playful. This one definitely is playful. So over here on the left-hand side, I have strips back in the background. Each strip is then backed with some hot fudge cardstock. And that's just to kind of set the stage. I love it. It's that outdoor feeling. Again, really could be used for any type of outdoor photos. Then I put the photos at an angle just to give it a little bit more playful feeling as well. One small embellishment cluster because I didn't want to take away from those photos. On the other side, I went with a block and a grid and had some fun removing one of the photo areas here for the journaling spot. This back here is a mat card that has this on it already, so that's perfect. And brought in a big embellishment cluster over here. Again, this could be any type of outdoor layout, doesn't have to be just around the lake. Super fun. We do have to do some strategic cutting to use our paper wisely, but it's super simple to put together. Layout number 3, I just couldn't resist this playful string of pebbles. That's a border sticker. That kind of guided the whole layout. All the papers here and cut them with the border cutting tool to get to kind of match the flow of those pebbles. Brought in a border making cartridge over here, the oar punch there, and then some nice embellishment clusters to cap it all off. Layout number 4, I think this is probably my favorite one in this set because the photos are all here in a band, but yet they're playful because they're going up and down and there's a little bit of staggeredness to them. So that gives it a more playful feel, but they're very much all in the center and your eye still goes right toward them when you turn to this page. Had some fun bringing in some tools on this one as well. You'll see the tree line border making cartridge up here, the square link border making cartridge there, and then I wanted to bring in the oar punch. I brought it in on several layouts. I don't know if you've noticed it on all of them. It kind of makes an appearance on several of them. I have it kind of just sprinkled throughout here because I thought that really added that to that lake feeling. Using the blue water paper in the background also added a lot to the feeling of this page being at the lake and relaxing, as well as the beautiful stickers and embellishments that I brought in from the collection. I also love the light wood grain background here as well. You'll notice I used a lot of beige backgrounds and things for these layouts because I felt like it was a really nice little touch, outdoor and relaxing all at the same time. Layout number 5, there's some playfulness going on this one. This time I did use a white background. I wanted this to be crisp, clean, and just pop those colors. So first thing, we did some triangles here in the opposite corners, and I used the deco blade on each of the layers so that they would all match and just flow really nicely together. So that's super fun and playful. And then I have 2 embellishment cluster areas using mat cards. And either one could be your journaling area. One could just be a playful cluster area. All the photos are here in the center with 2 verticals on one side, 3 horizontals on the other side. And one of these could be used if you had a smaller photo to bring in as well. And there you go. Super simple, super playful, but yet very polished. And that's it for my playful and polished. There is a 6th one, but just like the quick and cute, I'm not going to show it on the video. You'll have to get the guide in order to see the 6th layout. I will have my Creative Memories linked in the description below. Lakeside Memories is still available, and I'll also have my blog listed so you can go check out still shots of all these layouts. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.